Hello, happy. How are you guys? So it is Tuesday. We're going to do some textures tonight. My name's Lori LaRose. I have Active Stamping here on Facebook. I'm moving over to the YouTube channel for sure. We were talking last night and Keisha's correct. So I've been doing lives for the last 3 years. Had started out doing them every single night. This is old news, but it's good news. It's interesting news if you haven't heard it before. It's good filling news for the first 30 seconds while you're waiting for everybody to come on. So the lives are still on Facebook currently, but this live that I'm doing tonight and the live that I did last night is only giving me like 30 days. It will be gone, which I don't think is a gigantic thing. I don't know how many times we roll back. I was on holidays, about a month, 3 months ago. I don't know when I was on, maybe, I don't know. But I told the girls to go back. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Vicky. I told the girls, hi, Betty. I told the girls to roll back and to like things, and it would pop back up and it would look kind of like a new feed kind of thing. And one of the ones that Vicky found was actually my daughter stepped in one night. I think I had been called out, so I don't know why I decided that I needed her to do a happy birthday. And she's so sweet because she was probably 15 and she did a really good job. Anyways, I need to find that one and definitely need to pull it over to YouTube. So currently I'm allowed to have YouTube. I haven't heard any changes in YouTube. Who knows? Keep me posted if you hear something. But yeah, Facebook definitely sent messages saying, and I do believe that probably I can relook at my message, but I do believe that June 15th, all of my old videos will be gone, but you can find them on the YouTube channel, and it's Active Stamping over there as well. Yes, my Pinterest is the one odd one. Pinterest is stamps and such or something silly. So I should probably create a new Pinterest board as well, because I pin for myself, not for my business anyways. But all right, so I am going to do textures. Tuesdays, I started a series. I'm having fun with it so far. I'm going to pop you down. My little red cheeks, I don't know what I was doing, but anyways. All right, I'll pop you down to a mess, but whatever. You guys are used to that by now, hey? Here we go. I have to concentrate to get it there. I'm going to try and remember to make sure I get it. Okay, so up a little bit. I think that'll be half of it actually. Zoom in, but have it a little higher, if that makes sense. That'll bring in the narrowness, but it's still high. Maybe it is just me being bad. Okay, so yesterday created some texture. My total go-to for texture automatically is vellum, but created this cute little card that has all fallen apart. But that was cute. I enjoyed doing it, and I am going to do a reel. I'm actually, you know, we talk about the fairies coming to make cute cards, and in my case, coloring. I have to say, I should make note of what those two skin tones are, the blends, because I'm really quite impressed with my how cute those guys are. Look at how good that is. Okay, last week we were doing some textures, and so I was working with a scoring tool. So that was, we stamped and then did a scoring tool. I used a little bit subtle scoring tool here, just a couple little ones here and there. And then I had that little texture. And somewhere, I was thinking afterwards, I had a strip. And I'm not sure where that piece went to show you guys. But anyways, I was thinking it might have been down here, but it's not. All right, so that was that week. Anybody know what I did the week before? No. Have you guys played with, did anybody go, hi Keisha, did anybody give a try with their scoring tools? So there is a scoring tool on your trimmer, and then there are scoring tools. We have a score, geez, what the heck is it called? Score, I'm not sure what it's called. That's bad, isn't it? I don't know. I was going to show it to you. Anyways, okay. Worked with Utterly Amazing. Love this set. Can't believe that I actually don't think I had worked with it prior to this, but I'm going to be coloring some things. Okay, put that aside. Tonight, going to do a little fun guy. That is not going to stay there. You guys are like, what are you doing, Lori? All right. Full disclosure, I have to clean my office. All right. You're like, what are you doing, Laura? I don't know. All right, I'm going to bring in a piece of DSP. I got for those that ordered part of the paper share, I did get this paper now. Yay, I got the papers is what I guess I'm trying to say. So this is one of them, backside. Oh, that's pretty. So I have pulled one piece out and, oh, that's pretty. And nice. This is the piece, I cut that out. Look how cute that is too. This is called Mixed Media Florals. And that'll be fun because you can do colors on that. Well, there's a whole bunch of black and white ones in here. Nice. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, love that. Cool. All right, so perfect. Love that package. So I'm bringing in, one way to add some textures is to do a faux linen. Generally speaking, we do a faux linens with some tissue paper. And for myself personally, so I've been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for 22 years, and I've done this technique a few different times and a few different ways. And one of the ways that you can do it is, this is simple Simon, easy peasy they say. So crumple it up because that just gives it a whole little extra. If you take a nice piece of DSP that kind of pops out, and then you want to have your, this guy, and then I'm going to bring in a little piece of, I got to watch here, so I'm going to cut a little piece of this off. I'm just going to bring in a piece of plastic is basically what I'm doing here. People were talking about using a sponge dauber. I'm too cheap to use a sponge dauber. So I'm just going to use this plastic sheet that is throwaway. And I'm going to go from there. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I am forever having to have a pin to poke this. How many of you guys have that challenge too? I have a, what do you call that when you have a dedicated? I have a dedicated pin that helps me poke a little hole so that I can use this as glue. So I'll do that. And I'm not sure why mine always, I put the lid right on it 99% of the time. It's not, those aren't the times actually that it pokes out. Anyway, so I'm just going to take this and I'm going to daub it all over here. And I think the reason that we're daubing is because it'll grab and let go. It'll have, instead of being one solid, you're going to have this, some areas have glue and a couple don't have. And so that's kind of a fun way. I kind of like that idea for this technique. This is my first time doing it. And I think it almost might be my first time doing it with designer series paper as well, which is interesting. So I'm just going to lay this straight on top and squash it down. And I purposely want to keep those wrinkles in there, so I don't want to like totally smooth it out. I'm just going to stick that in there like that. And I think I'm zoomed in enough, but I'll zoom in just a little tiny bit more. Hi, Betty. How you doing, hon? And did you have a good holidays? You're back at work now, hey? For people that know me, they know I'm actually, yes, I am putting spit on my desk. Okay, so for me, I end up, instead of trimming it all off, you'll see some ladies cut, I just fold over. So I'm gonna trim off my corners so that I can have, what am I trying to say? You guys know what I mean. Like a little mitered corner, easy enough. Get rid of some bulk. And then I'm just going to turn this over. So you could either glue this or literally I will just be taping it down. So I do want it to be right tight, like I'm wrapping a gift kind of thing. And in fact, I could even add, because I have Scotch tape right here, a little tiny bit of Scotch tape on the ends. And it seems like there was somehow or another little bit of glue situation. And that, my friends, is that. How fun is that? So I'm going to glue that onto this piece. I do have to be a little bit careful when I go to glue this. I'm going to glue some on the center, which I never put glue in the middle, but I am today. So this is a faux linen. We're adding textures. Today is Tuesday Textures, a new series that I started a couple weeks ago. Personally, can't remember what I did the first week. I'll have to look it up. So right here, that guy needs to get tucked under. There we go. So I'm backing it onto some black. all of our DSPs have what colors they were working with. So it's funny because this piece of paper, I had a piece of Shy Shamrock was shining at me and I was like, oh, I bet you anything this is Shy Shamrock. I was like, yay, score one for me when I actually got that right. But I didn't think Shy Shamrock was the color for a soft, like the faux linen idea, right? So I did bring in the boho instead. And I'm just going to, do I have my bone folder? So when you fold the cardstock the other way, I find that it doesn't break the paper nearly as much as when I'm trying to do, I like to fold my cards that I know I'm doing horizontally. I like to fold them horizontally, hamburger style as we say, just because they sit nicer on a mantle eventually. So you'll find in my craft room, pieces of paper. So I do like to score. A lot of times you'll see me not bothering to score and just be burnishing. But in this case, I want to do that. So then that guy will go on there. And it just needs some words. So that's kind of fun and interesting. Now another way, now there's two other ways. Tissue paper. Sorry, is somebody asking what I was using? Probably. Thanks, Vicki, if you saw that. Oh, is it parchment paper? Yes, no, tissue paper, absolutely. Like gift bag tissue paper. And yes, totally. I was going to say, honestly, you could use a layer of your napkins around your house, which is a totally whole nother card system that we're playing with. While I was walking, I was thinking of beautiful set. Oh, you know what might be really pretty? This actually might be really pretty. I was looking and I saw one done in like a sepia look, but I was thinking if I used roses, and I wasn't sure if we have current roses. Oh, here, stippled roses. Perfect. All right. So there's two ways to do this one as well. So I'm going to go and grab I'm going to do this one in copper clay. I'm going to grab 2 pieces of white paper to play with this right now. Using white paper as the base because I'm using the white. And I'm going to cut this at 5 1/4. All right. So that was that's almost the cheater's way. And now we're going to do 2 other ways here. So we're going to, oh yeah. I'm curious what this is going to look like. This one's going to be really pretty, I think. I think it is. Okay. I'm umming and on. I'm like, oh, it's going to be nice. All right. I'm going to use the mushrooms because I love the mushrooms, but I'm just looking, I'm loving this as well. And then I'm going to use that Scritchy Scratchy and enjoy the journey. Thank you for everything. These are nice fonts for this as well. So, what does that say? That says enjoy the journey, I think. I haven't used it yet, so that's a good one to use. All right, so it was a beautiful day in Calgary. It probably was a beautiful day in Calgary as well. That I live in Rocky Mountain House is a whole nother game. Okay, so I'm going to use this and some blocks, please, Lori. This one also would be very pretty. This set, honestly, I think it's one of my favorites, you guys. Memorable Blooms. That's that one stamped, FYI, in case you're like, what does it look like stamped? Well, there it is. I do love it. And that will look gorgeous. I will, here, I'm trying to pull this off of here. I actually will show a little tiny something. Anyways, okay. So I'm going to stamp on the piece of paper. I will do a little tiny another mini version. Both of these ones I'm going to stamp on paper. I prefer to stamp on the paper and cover it up, but some people do stamp over top of it. So I think I'm going to, I'm trying to decide if I'm going to stamp. So FYI, if you haven't been watching me forever, my nails peel off. Yay me, I got to fix that. Oh, that's kind of pretty. I don't have another card that I'm looking at, so I'm actually literally thinking on my feet, and you're getting the whole creative process right now. What is Lori going to do today? That's a good question. And I'm trying to decide. Sorry, I'm just thinking what what am I doing with this set? And okay. Sorry. I honestly am just trying to think what I'm doing. I'm trying to show it quickly. For some reason or another, I feel like I need to fast forward and show you really fast the thing. And I don't know why I'm doing that. But, okay. I'm just trying to think if I'll use another strip on this. But I definitely have made it it's 4 inches wide. And if I trim it now, sorry, total silence because I'm honestly, I am really thinking. I'm going to pull in some of my paper, my tissue paper. And I'm just, I could do this a lot nicer, but it's literally tissue paper. It doesn't need to be fresh clean because you're actually going to crumple it up anyways and give it a good squeeze. So it definitely is used tissue paper is your best bet. If you don't have tissue used, then of course you'll just need to go buy some fresh. And I'm just looking to see. So you can create a seam behind there, but I think it works better if it looks like, the idea is that it's just supposed to be patterned. So I'm going to do this again, and I'll show you a really good way to get a nice random thing is by stamping once, turning the paper instead of your ink. I should probably stamp right in the middle. Stamping. And then in here, I can do these little scratchy marks, so this will be good. See? And here. And then I'm going to take, actually, this one has just a little tiny bit of gray left on it. I'm going to just do the edges here a little tiny bit as well. And so I'm just adding for a kind of a older look. Now supposedly the cool thing about this is I should be able to clean off pick up my ink on the side here and bring it into play. So I'm using less ink in a way, hey? So pretty. Did I say hi, Vicky? I see you. I see you. All right, so that's kind of fun. And then the same sort of dealio with the gluing. I kind of like that little trick. I'm just going to clean this up a little tiny bit. Squeaky clean. All right, bring that in here. Squash that, sprinkle that already. Grab another little piece of plastic. Maybe that same piece. Maybe I can use the same piece. Put some glue on here. So I did used to use Yoo-hoo, and I used to put Yoo-hoo all over the whole thing. And I thought, when I first saw this, I thought, oh, the person's doing it so that they can be using our glue. And that might be part of it, but I actually also think that it is to have it be kind of spacey. Does that make sense? Spacey, is that the right word? I think that would be the right word. Because not everything will have glue, and yet it'll be good. Whew. Plastic clearly does glue to paper nicely. And we're going to just lay this down over top of it. Squash it down. So you're not looking to smooth it out and get rid of the air holes, kind of. The little wrinkles and whatnot make part of the design, hey? I do want it to be pressed down, though. Okay, and then, again, my dealio with this. I don't need to have all of this on here, so I'm just going to trim around it a little tiny bit. Trim my corners. Trim my corners. On this corner. Don't trim the actual corner. All right. Hi, Linda. How are you doing? We are working. Hi, Amy. We're doing faux linen. We're making cards with faux linen. My guess is that those darker bright spots are a little bit damp right now, and I think they will dry by the time we are finished today. I think they'll be done. In this case, I think I'm going to add just a little tiny bit of glue along here to secure this stuff down. Okay, so some people, if you're watching, if you're looking up other people's ideas, they will cut right along the edge. I like the idea of folding over. Years ago, I was amongst the very first split coast stampers. Because of Pinterest, split coast stampers kind of has gone, not by the wayside, that's not quite the right word, but definitely not as popular as it, oh my gosh, it was like our savior back in the day. So I've been stamping for 22 years, and it was our lifeblood for ideas and community, 100% community. We used to do our leadership around the States. I'm just cleaning up a little bit of that glue. And we actually did a couple really fun dinners together. So that was really awesome. So this could go any which way because it's that scattered. And I think it might also look good in blue, but no. Ugh. Okay, so I stamped in copper. I'm going to see if I can find the copper. But yes, it was awesome. And I know that the way that they used to do this, that was how I was taught to do it back probably close to, how many years ago would it have been? Probably 18 years ago, maybe. I don't know. It's been a long time. But since I have this right handy, I will score this one as well. Partly at 4 1/4. Largely because I'm not sure that I have my bone folder right now to do a good burnish. So at least if I have this, that'll be good. And then this would go on there. Cute. Yes, I'm going to glue that down. You guys are like, what? Who are you? Well, I have the glue out here. And I don't want the paper to sort of go weird. I just have to be a little bit careful when I'm gluing here because, and I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the inside just because in case for some reason it kind of lifts off or something, it won't tear. Come on, glue. I guess I'm just about running out. Time for a new glue bottle. I'm looking forward to going stamping with the kids. I do a kind of a neat program making cards with the classrooms for the seniors in my community. And I was talking with one of the teachers a couple weeks ago, but we haven't touched base lately, and I'm just thinking now I need to touch base with her. So I'm just letting that glue, always let the glue work. And I will finish this guy off a little tiny bit more. So I could do a couple things with this. I could add, so this is a Texture Tuesday, and that is a lot of texture. Girls from my 20 years ago will know that I'll be like, okay, that's a great background technique. Now you guys decorate it. Kind of a scallywag. Could use something fun like this fun one that we got. Got some, what do you call it? Twine. That's good. This is one of the funnest, most fun twines. It's got navy and a garden green somehow looking quite royal, and this beautiful color. Love this twine. Okay, so words. Here it is. We will stamp that. I have the ink. Here it is. And a little piece of white paper somewhere. Not that one. Not that. What's that? Not. Come out. White paper, come out. Here's a piece. No. Oh, Come on, white paper. I have this little tiny piece. That's not what we need. My blends are falling over. They're begging to be talked about again. They love to be talked about. You know that I love my skin tones. I've been babbling about, oh yay, I'm babbling away about that. Great time, just this last final week of celebration to get some of your freebies. Oh, and I have to show you, I did get, finally, my package. And I got a new package of paper that might make you all want to get in on it too. Lovely. I knew that was upside down. I say confidently. I knew that. I knew that. Where's that paper? Where is that paper? We have new twine coming out as well, by the way. Look at that fun stuff. So starting pretty quick. I think it's March 5th, maybe. There's a bunch of new stuff coming out. I think I can sneak it. Look at this fun one. Fancy borders. Do, 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 do. And then I feel like I got this for free. Yay! Keisha's watching. Hi, Kathy. I know you got this one, Keisha. Were you stamping with it early? Because you were doing a sneak peek of it, weren't you? This is going to be fun. And I think it comes with ovals, if I remember. It's been a long time since I ordered it, it feels like. Where are my sunshines? I don't know where they are, actually. I've lost my pile of dies. I really did lose my pile of dies. I really need to clean my room. All right. I'm going to set timer after. You guys are like, what are you doing now? Somebody said last night, squirrel. She's right. I'm talking about paper, and I have this paper. So I will say, as much as I did this one, I like the idea of the floral underneath there. It's kind of an antique-y look, I believe, this linen idea. So to use something like this would have been kind of, it's not as good. But anyways, this is a free paper that you can get. How cool is that paper? Look, oh my gosh, I had never seen that one. Oh, I'm super excited. So as a demonstrator, it's super lame that I'm just getting it 3 days before to show you. But as a stamper just like you, I'm super excited to have that in my possession. So not too late for you guys. You can still get it too. Don't be caught sleeping out. Don't be sad when it all's gone. The treehouse. I thought you did. And am I right, though, that it is actually not current? It is in the sneak peek, right? I got it as a pre-order, did I? As a demonstrator, you have the opportunity to pre-order some goodies. It's a good reason to actually become a demo, whether you want to do a crazy business like myself and have all the fun. And for me, the serendipity of actually stamping, because I was working the business. But yeah, so whether you do it as a business or just buy it as a hobby, as they say, this company loves their hobby demos for sure. You get a lovely discount, and it's a great time to join. You get extra product right now, so it's super fun. And okay, I feel like I need like something circular or something on here, and I am looking around for what I have that can work with this. I know what I worked with that first night. The textures of the timber texture of using background stamps to texturize. Which then it reminds me of a couple other promises. Oh, and remember that I put this. Oh, I was going to do a die cut of the two-tone paper. Sorry, it's coming together now. I was like, yeah, that'll be really good too. I promised that I would do that tonight, but I will do it on Thursday. Oh, here is a circle. This will be nice, maybe. And I'm wondering if I can have a real toadstool on here, or if I should fussy cut some toadstools, or if I should have some flowers in the background, or have the bird. I don't like that it covers up so much of my stuff. Kind of a wiener that way. All right, hang on. I don't think I'm gonna like this, just FYI. Hang on, let me see. Maybe I will. Okay, so I'm gonna do my cheater thing, except that I have all sorts of stuff here. Hang on. Throwing stuff around. I'm quite close. Okay, good. Let me back up a little tiny bit because I'm like on top of myself. So I'm trying to finish the card, and my mind is like snapping in techniques as opposed to design. So I'm having to stutter here for a few seconds while I figure out this card. So if I put this on here, that might be kind of cute actually. All right, if I could find those dies for this frame scenes, here they are. That was really hard. Oh, if it was Friday night and we were drinking every time I lost something, that'd have been a free drink because they were sitting literally right here. I literally touched them and said, I wonder where they are, thinking that these were actually something different. I got a new, oh, I did. I got a new set for like, were they $4.90? They must have been more than that. Oh my goodness sakes, look at these cute little things. Better be another set. Is there? Is that all there is? Wow. All right, I'm kind of surprised. This is a set of 4. No wonder it was affordable. And so tiny. Oh, I say. All right, well, let's cut this out and see what it looks like. Oh. All right, I better find out the pricing for you for this. So this one is the frame set. Is that cute? And I know I ummed and awed. I did and awe whether I wanted this. Where did it? Okay, now I've lost the stamp tat. Oh, people, my people. I think I can do this in the copper. Let me cut this out. Hang on a second, you guys. Let's get down to business. You can see what this is like. I actually think this is going to cut an inside and an outside basically, and that's going to be kind of fun, but maybe not. Maybe I'm totally wrong. Let's see what it does. Hopefully that's straight because oh my gosh, there we go. So this is definitely a texture. Oh, it cuts it out. Okay, I'll show you how this works. Here it is. So I definitely wanted this. I knew I wanted this. And then these were the little guys. So right in the oval, right? So, but I did wonder because I can cut my own oval, my own thing, but it's because of the, like, I can cut a rectangle. So the rectangle is, it does do a cutout, but there's no fanciness around the outside of it. And that's okay. So the pieces come like so, and then these guys are just straight. 2 of those, and then this funny little guy, and I'm not positive what it's going to do. Anybody else throw their dies around to, oh, and it's, you're going to have to be delicate with this guy. He wants to pull apart. Okay. All right. Where'd my little piece of plastic go? Right, hang on 1 second more, you guys. Cutting some white. Not sure how big this guy is. I think he's small. Why don't you measure him, Lori, instead of trying to eyeball it? I need it to be this big, but a little bit bigger. Ooh, this is really tiny. I'm totally making him giant. Okay, hang on. Okay, hopefully this still fits inside here. Covers it, I guess is what I'm saying. Okay, perfect. So I will just stamp this. What I did, instead of trying to find that little plastic piece, I was like, just stamp it, Lori. Just stamp on a piece of paper. You'll use it eventually. All right, so wanting this. We'll see how this goes. That'll be nice. Putting this over top. Cute. Putting that on there. Nice. Enjoy the journey. And a little twine. You guys are like, Lori, glue it. I'm going to. Ha! Who am I? Not the Lori you know, hey? So when I go to glue, it should be, oh, the heavens should open, choir should sing, and my glue should work. Okay, so I'm going to glue that onto here. So I switched from the circle largely because I wanted to have more of this showing, and the circle was just covering up too much of it, hey? And I think I can pop this up. Pretty sure I want to pop this up. Oh, but do I have any pop-ups? I have pulled from my drawer, I don't know how many times. Can I again? Yes, I can. Do you guys use the edges? You just snip, snip, snip away at it. You sure can. They work just as perfect as everything else. I'm going to put a couple on the inside as well. I kind of feel a freedom when I am snipping because it's like freebies, even though I totally feel like I paid for them too. So I'm of mixed mind with this. But anyways, all right. So lots and lots of those guys. Here's my bone folder. Oh, sorry guys. I don't know what I hit there. I think I'm back. I'm back. Lay flat, dang it. All right, there's that. And then I enjoy the journey. So this is a very monochromatic card. Okay, well. I do think I want this on here. I might come back with a different color on that, but there this is. All right, so there's that guy. Let's finish this guy up as well. He also needs to have these guys on here. And then I'll show another one, and then I'll show one more way. Lots of. Okay, and my bone folder again. Ta-da! And I don't have words done for this one yet, right? Because I was being crazy. Here's what's this one say. You mean the world to me. You mean the world. And a little strip of something on here would actually, this shows that that would be a nice idea. And I don't have anything like that here. But I think that would be a nice choice. What's this? What is this? I think I could. Totally pretending. So, but something like that. And then again, some ribbon. So there's two. And then we'll do the final one here. And then I'll do an extra way as well, just so you can see. All right. Dun, 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 dun. It is cool. Hey, Betty, you'd like this. All right. So now my white piece is here. And we'll stamp and color my roses because, again, I feel like this. So this one already looks faux linen-ish already. Making me feel like, well, should I do this one or should I do a different one? I do love it, though. We'll go for it. It's a big one. It's a big one. You guys can see how beautiful my black ink pad works with this guy. Okay. What is this percentage? 85. Okay, because I'm thinking, wow, he's really big. A smaller one might be better, honestly. What do I want to do here? Oh, my guys are big. I have to go back further. All right, let's just go for it. I am going to pull out the smaller, just a single rose though. That'll be better. We did the toadstool already. This is just about the same thing, except I'm going to color him up. So I'm stamping in black with my new ink pad that I made. And again, I'm just stamping, remembering that I should, oh, I totally didn't vary that guy, did I? You should always start in the middle, just FYI. Because why? So you can work out, right? And I think I want roses here. Cool. And there. Ah! And here. Oops. All right. I'm going to have to be covering that part up. Okay. I'll show what this looks like with black. Straight, but then we'll add color, I think. And I'm going to show you two more things. My husband's going to play hockey and he's leaving already, but I think he's remembering that he's going to go get us some milk at the store first. So either he's leaving early. Oh, this is pretty just on black. Oh my goodness, let me clean that up before I make a mess. I love this. So I will say, buying one of these glass things, you would be set. Look how cute that is. Do you see that? Yes, you do. Hi, Kathy again. Did you go away and come back again? Sorry, just looking at you, Keisha, what you said. So I would not have thought that the black is so pretty. That's gorgeous. Oh, I really like that. I'm just going to leave that. So I'll show you on this one what this one colored in, what coloring looks like basically. So you wouldn't use the texture per se, but just so you can see what that looks like. Okay, so you totally do something like that, and it's really lovely, and that can be your card. So like this one's just easy. Like this is a cheater one for sure, and then coloring it is beautiful. That's lovely. And then this is, I would not have thought black would have been so pretty, honestly. So again, crumple it up, give it a good squeeze, bring it open, and then we're going to put some glue on here. I just fly that away. And you need more glue than you think, just let me tell you. And again, people were doing it with a dauber, but I can't even imagine. I like this. It's my favorite. So I definitely want it on the edges, and I want to have it a few different places. Somehow I had some green on there. Great. That's okay. Super sticky. And this barely spreads on here. So now I gotta be iffy. I hope I have enough. Do I? If not, I'll have to be trimming, and that's okay. Not the end of the world. I do think, just a little tiny bit off in that corner, I do actually think it finishes it to be able to roll it underneath. So I'm not going to worry about that little corner, I guess. That one's awesome. This is my favorite one yet. It totally gives an antique look, I think. It's exactly what I think it's meant to do, which is why I like the idea of the sepia. I hadn't seen that one per se. I was a little heavy with the edges, and you could do it, I think in crumb cake would be almost prettier than doing it in my favorite. I love, is it called copper clay? Yeah, copper clay is a super favorite of mine, seriously. Boho and copper clay are going to be the colors I 100% miss, and we'll be waiting for them to come back in as colors down the road. I love those two colors. But really, that would be really pretty as a slightly different. Now I've got just the barest corner there. I think I'm just gonna, I don't think we're gonna notice that, so I'm just gonna leave it. But I like that. Okay, so now this is barely fitting over here. So I'm gonna show you on this one. I'm gonna cut it, and I think you guys will then see why it's probably better to fold it over. Because when I cut this, you're going to see. You will see. So I'm just using it as a guideline. I had very little left over, so it wasn't going to be very easy to fold, so why stress myself out? Okay, and this one I'm just going to go chop since I actually am off that little tiny corner. I'm just going to give that a little chop. And all right, so looking at this and looking at this one, which I've already glued down, it actually doesn't, it's not that big of a deal. I think I would try it both ways if I was you. I do kind of like that folded over, but I have to say, having just trimmed this off, it's okay too. I will say this, with the system I did with the gluing down and kind of not using like crazy amounts of glue, this one might tend to do this kind of a thing, right? So when you fold it under, you're never going to have that problem. Do you know what I mean? So that would be the biggest plus of doing the fold over, 100%. For looks, in my hand, it's pretty good. I can't say that it's like, oh my gosh, it looks so much better that way, but the security is there. I really like this in black and white. I'm not positive that I've ever seen this done in black. I'm gonna go back to my thing. It's really pretty. Okay, so we'll finish that off. We'd finish that off with obviously words and whatnot, and maybe stay tuned. Let's see if I end up doing a colored rose on here or something. I don't think I would do a whole one of these guys. That would be too much probably, but we'll see. We'll see what I end up with on that one. Final way to do this is take your tissue paper. So I just literally have two. Now you could do, this one could be, it might be better to have it a little bit cleaner, less foldy. So don't fold this one. Okay, none of mine is really great. That's okay. So I'm cutting a big one, about 5.5 by, like I'd like it to be bigger. So double check that it actually fits onto my piece of cardstock. Whew, just barely. Okay, hang on, I'm gonna grab another piece. One moment, please. I actually am gonna cut another piece. I don't know if this one's long enough now. That's so funny. Oh, it'll work this way though. Never mind. Probably good. Okay, perfect. So for lining up ideas, you might want to have a little bit of an idea of where you're stamping, but you can stamp a whole scene on here, since I'm going to go this way. And in this case, I'm going to stamp on top here. And I actually really like, I'm going to bring back in this guy, and I'm going to stamp this guy this time. I think. So I'm just thinking, because I'm going to color him as well. No, I'm not. I'm going to use, I'm going to use this. I love this set too. Labeled with love. So I'm going to stamp and color with a color, right? Do you know what I mean? Yes. Ooh. That guy. All right, and this guy. And that's it. Okay. So bring in my black ink pad again. If you haven't seen this cool idea, say, hey, what kind of ink pad is that you're using? I think this out of the way. I'm going to stamp. Okay. Come off of there, Mr. Otter. You'll be for another day. So I'm just going to round him. Oh my goodness, I didn't stamp him hard enough. He'll come down now. So I'm stamping on the outside of this guy this time. So some people really like this. Ah, I doubled there. Okay, and this guy here. And then I can check that on here. And I can put it on there slightly angled too. That would be a plus. Okay, so I did 2 rows, which is rather interesting, but anyways. And then I think I'm going to stamp some blue and some, I'm going to do azure blue because I love it. And I'm going to do some bubble gum. I'm going to make pink and blue of these guys. Ooh, he's so soft. Okay, I'm not going to do very many of these. I'm going to do 2 of these guys. That's enough of those guys. Should probably do 3, but anyways, we'll do 2 of those guys. I'm going to bring in the pink and I go over top. I'm thinking I'm going to use peach, actually. I like a peach pie. I'm not even cleaning it, so ha to you guys. Peach. Oh, that's fun. That's way better. Peach up here. Oi! Ooh, I like it. I like it. You know I like it. Oh, didn't do that very good. Oh. Can I just say I'm like stuttering all over the place? You can't see that though. Ha! Good for me. Okay, I'm going to go back again. I was trying so hard to be good and have it close. Yesterday after I finished coloring, I really wish I would have had it closer for you guys to see my coloring. I really nailed the coloring. No, I'm just teasing. I did. Actually, I am really pleased with my little otters, but mostly just I think it's more interactive if I'm a little tiny bit closer. Okay, so I want that to be full. This is a really big, I don't know why I'm using such a big block. If you're wondering, I am too. Oh, I love my azure butterflies. So we did see some beautiful dark butterflies, especially. So I went to a place called Iguazu Falls in Argentina when I was down there. And it's all like rainforest like crazy. And then these falls like crazy amongst all the greenery and the rocks. And there was some blue butterflies. That's gorgeous. Okay, so I feel like this needs a little tiny bit of some flowery situation. And I think these flowers will actually work. So although the flowers are supposed to be on the leaves, I think they will work in here anyway. So bring these guys in. My question would be what color? Yes, I agree with you. Good question. Good question. What color, Lori? What color? So stamping on this, it stamps through, FYI. You can see it's totally stamping through. So make sure you're on a surface that can withstand that. That's why I moved it off of my thing. I knew it would stamp through. It totally goes through this tissue paper. It also gets partly eaten up by the tissue paper. Now, some people think you should then use that side of it. In fact, I'm pretty sure that is what we're supposed to do probably. And that gives another look kind of thing. I am going to use I don't know what I want to use. What colors do I have over there? Okay. I use some purple flowers. Right. Purple rain, purple rain. Oh, I don't think I'm going to like that. I'm just going to stamp it down here where it's probably not going to show. Ugh, I don't think I like that at all. Okay, scratch that idea, you guys. Oh. You know what? I'm going to stamp in the pretty in pink. I think that'll work. So I used bubble gum. Now I'm using pretty in pink. That's pretty. So I'm filling in spots here. I don't know if you saw, I wasn't stamping full there, trying to pretend like I wasn't going to hit the butterfly wings. Okay, I think that's kind of pretty, actually. I like it. And I don't know if that's on there. Okay. All right. Now, not sure if it takes a little bit to dry. I'm going to go grab a piece of paper. And again, I do it on white. Try pink flower. Thanks, Betty. Perfect. I wish if I'd have read that faster, I'd have been quicker probably. Good idea. Good idea, Miss Klooster. Okay, so that's under 4, under 5 1/4. So what is this up? 5. Okay. So now this just has just plain white, and then I'm going to bring this in. So this is yet another way of doing. So I do need to crinkle it. Cross your fingers that it's dried. Open it back up. Da, 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 da. So that's the one way, but I am going to do it inside out. So this wouldn't work doing it backwards on a piece that on something that couldn't be backwards. Do you know what I mean? But this one obviously can be backwards. What's that word that I'm looking for, you guys? You know it. You know my word I'm talking about. Symmetrical. So this is mostly symmetrical. So you couldn't do words, for instance, obviously, right? You know what I mean? So my biggest thing with this is that you totally need to hit the edges for sure. My piece, this thing is really sticky now, so I'm making a heck of a mess. That's okay. I'll try and pick up this little tiny bit of glue right there. And then I'm going to put this guy on here. And I can station it a little tiny bit so that I can have it the best way possible. I'm going to put it at a slight angle if I can. The black wasn't completely done, FYI. Okay. So I don't know if it's my internet, but the same people that are watching are coming on and off constantly. Either that or it's just encouraging me. It's okay, they're still watching you, Lori. Okay, great, thanks. It's like, Vicky's watching again. Where'd you go, Vicky? I'm using Vicky because I know that she watches nicely. So I am actually thinking that either Facebook is being weird, which we know it is, or my internet's unstable and it's kicking you off and on, basically. All right, so now I'm going to bring this over here. Put a little bit of glue all the way around here. Like I said, I think the plus of having it this way, oops, you know what I didn't do yet? I don't have very many corners here, but this one's a corner that needs cutting, and this one for sure too. And that one doesn't hurt. Corners never hurt to be a little mitered lead. Okay. I'm just folding this over. It secures it really nice and good on the edges. And that way then it's easy. Okay. And then you decorate that little guy somehow or another. So that's kind of cool too. Now the black, I don't know why it ran. Mostly just on that one. So personally, I would work with, if I could, I would try to work with that being covered up. So I would pre-stamp that. when I got going on a corner there because I don't know what I was doing. But anyways, now I've got a fair clean off there and it's whatever. But anyways, bottom line is I can work around covering that up a little tiny bit, or just not worry about it essentially, right? Okay, and I was just thinking I had that circle. I was going to see what that guy looked like, but I must have tossed him somewhere farther away than I would have wanted to. Oh, here it is. Yeah, then you're not having very much at all. He covers up just about that whole panel. But up to you, how you cover it and how you decorate it the rest of the way, right? So much brighter, or you have the subtleness of stamping in the behind and then going from there. And any way is good. I really do like the DSP idea. Love it in black and white. And then stamping. So the DSP is very much like if you colored it. Hi, Eva. Now I'm way out here. What is this? Okay. So the DSP is like if you stamped and colored it. It's just a cheater's way of doing it. And then this is stamping just plain. And I really like this black and white. So you're going to see me finishing this guy. And there you go. Textures. Quick way to add some texture called faux linen, guys. It's faux linen. All right. All right. I will talk with you. Tomorrow night is my club night, so I'll be making cards with my club. And I will see you all back again Thursday. It is, I think it's, oh, is it M? Are we M this week, Keisha, I think? M or N. We'll be doing ABC's techniques at 10 a.m. Mountain Time here with me, Lori LaRose. Come on back, all y'all. I will see you on Thursday morning. Have a great couple days. Enjoy the sunshine and the warm weather if you're Alberta bound. I'll talk with you later. Thanks. Thanks, Keisha. Bye, you guys.